Hi everyone, and welcome to a little tribute to the late David Collings, who passed away some months ago, and I've just picked up on the news. I remember him guest starring in a number of science fiction shows. One of them being UFO. Played a civilian along with two others who fell under the influence of the aliens who give Shadow an ultimatum to close down, or the aliens would act by using these three civilians who have been given enhanced abilities. His character, I believe, was to target a Shadow radar installation, which he does. He penetrates it, he gets inside and blows himself up. UFO, great series, another one I must do a review on sometime. Of course, Doctor Who, Tom Baker era. Now I know David also, I think he starred in a Peter Davison story. I can't quite remember off the top of my head, but I've definitely got these two. Both of them, as I say, are Tom Baker's era. Revenge of the Cybermen, playing the over-the-top role, Voros, fantastic role for him, determined to launch his Sky Sledge rocket to destroy the Cybermen. Wonderful role, really over-the-top acting, brilliant, loved it all the way. Moving on, Robots of Death. Now, I think his character was called Chief Mover Paul. He and D-84 were assigned to this mining vessel to locate a lunatic who was out to start a robot revolution. Unfortunately for him, in this role, he suffered from robophobia. Now, that wasn't triggered until he comes across a damaged robot and he finds blood on its hand, and he just completely has a mental breakdown, and his character is effectively out the picture, and it's down to the Doctor and D-84 to save the day. Well, this must have been a real honour to guest star in the final episode of Blake's 7. Now, I don't know if Blake recruited him or he recruited Blake. I don't know. I can't remember. Both of them meet a sticky end. One good thing I will definitely say about Blake 7, it got an ending. I'm glad about that. Unlike a lot of science fiction shows which don't. Interesting little role for him it was in this final episode of Blake 7. But of course, I think we're all going to remember David for this. Yes, Sapphire and Steel. The sassy Silver, the technician, who irritated Steel and impressed him at the same time. He impressed him through his abilities as a technician and irritated him because he's always flirting with Sapphire. He appears in, as it shows on the screen, assignments 3 and 6. Fantastic show, and that's another one I'm definitely going to be doing videos on. Good news, David Collings would be back as Silver in the Big Finish audiobooks. He's a much more mature character in this. He's not so sassy. He's much more mature, understanding, and he's got a partner, another technician called Gold. Now, Gold's much more freelance, insubordinate character. Probably reminds Silver a little bit of himself in the Sapphire and Steel TV series, but he's not as reckless as Gold. So there we go, a little tribute to David Collings, who will be missed by us all in the world of science fiction, who appreciate good sci-fi. So everyone, I hope you enjoyed the little tribute video there, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.